Hello? Hello? Hi.
Ah!
Hello. Happy Pride! Okay, yung pyesa namin ay wala pang title, pero to compensate for the lack of title, medyo bibigyan na lang namin kayo ng brief background kung bakit namin siya sinulat. Sabihin siya ni Kat.
Wow. Nice. Okay, sinulat namin siya kasi nag-message sa akin si Roch. Tapos tinanong niya ako kung gusto ko bang magsulat. Tapos sabi ko, ay, sige. Ayoko kasing pangunahan. Pero, yun. Once pa lang namin siya napaperform. Tapos, paulit-ulit every time na nirarun namin siya, binabalikan namin siya, paulit-ulit. Gusto naman siyang isulat ulit. Kasi, this is something important to us. And this is something na we don't want to come across as just trivial or as just another one or
Yeah. And, actually yung sinabi ko lang kay Kat nun ay, gusto mo bang magsulat ng alay, please? Alay, hindi alay, as in straight alay.
as hindi siya as in
As in
date.
alay.
As in bro. Ganun klaseng alay. Ayan.
Hindi sacrifice na alay. Anyway, sorry.
Habalo ko da.
Wala kasing title. Okay, game.
Game. The first time I liked a boy, I was 6 years old. About to graduate kindergarten, he tugged at my hair and I wanted to punch his nose and break his glasses. When I turned to do that, I stopped myself because he was smiling. And I came to realize I really, really liked his glasses.
The first time I held hands with a boy, I was 16. About to graduate from high school, but I felt more conscious about people's eyes on us and about his fingers interlocked with mine because hand holding, while awkward, felt like drinking coffee for the first time, made me question how I've ever managed to survive it without my entire life.
16 years later, and I watched a couple go through the same thing. The hand-holding, hair-sniffing, and the furtive glances when no one was looking. She had short hair and a sweatshirt. She had long hair and a dress. I think she really liked her glasses too.
When I saw two boys holding hands inside a mall, they looked a little embarrassed. I can't really say that I knew exactly how they felt, how awkward must have been an understatement, and other people's stares were the only thing they were worried about affecting them.
At the recent shooting in Orlando, 50 people died.
And 53 others were wounded.
The first thought in my head after reading the news was that I didn't want to march anymore.
How convenient for me to have the luxury of choice. I was straight,
And I was safe. But a deep sense of shame blossomed through my gut, fireball hands reaching out, shoving my heart up my throat.
I was straight.
And I was safe.
They weren't. Hell never threatened to swallow me whole whenever I kissed boys. When I introduced my first boyfriend to my parents, they didn't ask if I was sure, didn't tell me. Maybe I was just experimenting. And despite how I planned my life with or without a husband, society will always think that me marrying a boy is what genuine love looks like. That marriage is my birthright. But these people, they never wanted the spotlight. They just wanted to dance.
Just wanted a space to feel safe, to call home. Wanted a space where they didn't have to wonder what love looked like, where they could watch it in a way that felt familiar, in sweaty bodies and held hands and stolen kisses they didn't have to hide, and bright eyes and a warm smile, where they could rub knees, lock lips, taste understanding, and wash out the flavor of someone else's judgment with love. But these people,
These lesbians,
gays,
bisexuals,
transgenders,
queers,
intersex,
asexuals,
pansexuals,
Stanley Almodovar III,
Eddie Justice,
Amanda Alvear,
Christopher Laninen,
Oscar Aracena,
Alejandro Martinez,
Rodolfo Ayala,
Juan Martinez,
Antonio Brown,
Brenda McCool,
Darrell Burt II,
Gilberto Menendez,
Jonathan Camoy,
Kimberly Morris,
Angel Candelario
Akira
Padro,
Murray,
Omar Capo,
Geraldo Ortiz
Simon
Jimenez,
Carrillo,
Joel Paniagua,
Lucas Conde,
John Perez,
Cory Connell,
Enrique
Kevin
Rios,
Crosby,
Eric Rivera,
Anthony Disla,
John Rodriguez,
Bianca
Javier
Drayton,
Serrano,
Leroy
Christopher
Fernandez,
San Feliz,
Mercedes Flores,
Marie Sullivan,
Peter Cruz,
Edward Sotomayor
Juan
Jr.,
Guerrero,
Shane Tomlinson,
Paul Henry,
Martin Torres,
Frankie
Juan
Hernandez,
Velasquez,
Miguel Honorato,
Luis Vielma,
Jimmy De Jesus,
Luis Wilson Leon,
Javier Jorge Reyes,
Gerald Wright.
Jason Josephat.
They shouldn't have had to ask the world for the approval of a love it wasn't privy
And
to.
suddenly we're trying to understand the mind of a killer.
How maybe he was hiding in his own closet.
How he couldn't stomach his own sexuality.
How he's probably also a victim of society. We're always drawn to soften someone's demons down to just being misunderstood.
To justify how one man could have wanted to kill another.
Or 49 others.
But what about the man? What about the son who texted his mother that he was about to die?
What about the man who flew from New York to Orlando to be at his friend's party?
What about the 18-year-old girl who just graduated?
What about the mother who died so her gay son could live?
What about love?